Hi students, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss the energy and power resources. In previous video, that part 1, we already discussed introductory class regarding this chapter, that is the power, energy and power resources. In this video, we are going to continue the same chapter. Perhaps you can see before starting that on the basis of exhaustibility, resource can be defined as you can see, that is the non-renewable and renewable resources. In non-renewable resources, if you want to discuss the definition, so that time you can see that is the material and or energy sources that cannot be replaced easily or requires extremely long amounts of time to replace itself. So that is known as the non-renewable resources. If you take example that the coal, petroleum, natural gas and oil, ores, then come to the iron ores, it may be the manganese ores, bauxite ores, then perhaps you know that is the rocks as a resources, and so these are considered as a non-renewable resources. So these are non-renewable resources, so that cannot be renewed with definite any method. Okay. Then if you want to discuss the renewable resources, any material or energy or sources that cycles and can be replaced easily within a short duration of the time or short period of time, you can say, that is known as the renewable resources. That you can see that is the common renewable resources. What are the food and fiber, soil, wind, the solar energy, then come to water, biomass fuels, geothermal energy. So all this energy can be renewed by any methods, easily, and that can be renewed. So that's why we have to know. So on the basis of exhaustibility, resource can be classified non-renewable resources and renewable resources. So this thing we have to understand well. Then come to the what are the difference between the renewable resources and non-renewable resources. As per your book, number of differentiation has been given. So here we are going to discuss the sum of this. Renewable resources can be easily recycled. That can be easily recycled. Non-renewable resources that can millions or you consider of years to form once it existed. So this thing we have to understand a lot. Renewable resources, perhaps you are also called the inexhaustible resources. Inexhaustible. But the non-renewable resources called the exhaustible, mean that exist once you just burn. So that time, second time you cannot say use and throw it. Perhaps you know. What are the example of the renewable resources? The air, water, forest. Then renewable resources, fossil fuels, means all type petroleum. Then coal. So these are the non-renewable resources. Soil, minerals somehow. Renewable resources are environment friendly, and resources you can say that do not release any type of harmful. Then you can say the renewable resources is that they never emits any type of material or the you can say the which can pollute our environment, any type of gas. So if you take example the solar energy, then come to the natural gas, so then hydroelectricity. This always release some, you can say what the never release any type of harmful particles to the atmosphere. So that's why renewable resource which is very, very suitable or useful for it is also called the green, you can see the fuel. Green fuel. Non-renewable resources are those that can you consider easily can be not environment friendly. And releases a number of gases: carbon dioxide, methane, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, toxic gases. Then you can say the ashes. So all this released by smoke. All this released by this different type of air. You can see the coal, petroleum. So that is very harmful for our environment. Then come to the renewable resources are abundant in nature. So this can be solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, hydroelectricity. So these are the hydel power. So this is the abundant, is our means a huge number here. But this in the case of non-renewable resources, this is too much, you can say the non-renewable means that is the limited. So one is limited, another is unlimited. Unlimited, what is the renewable resources? And the limited is the non-renewable resources, coal, petroleum. Means after 200 or 300 back, these resources will be finished. So this thing we can easily understand. So if you want to discuss these things, so in this the non-renewable resources, we have to discuss the 4 you consider non-renewable resources, perhaps coal, petroleum, natural gas, and nuclear fuels. Okay, so these things we have to discuss one by one. Perhaps you can see coal is an important fossil fuels. Okay, from the ancient period or the medieval period, we started to use this type of fossil fuels, and that is the mines from the sedimentary rocks or the mines from the earth crust. And coal is the for the cooking and heating. So these are used for the cooking purpose and the heating purpose, for generating the heats only. Okay, so this thing we can generate, we can produce the electricity by burning the coal. Okay, most of the electricity it is produced by the coal. Okay, means the thermal power plant. Okay, most of the thermal power plant, that is that coal is burned. After that the steam is produced, and by steam is connected with that. Okay, so this thing we have to understand.